I'm Alicia. I'm a mother. I'm a black woman. I'm intelligent. I love to travel. I'm beautiful, and I speak my truth. You are listening to the Speak Your Truth podcast series. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Speak Your Truth podcast. I am your amazing host, Alicia with 2 L's, and I'm in here with Tone again. What's up, Tone?
What's up?
It's cracking, right?
Just chilling today.
I'm just chilling today. How was your day?
My day is long as fuck.
Okay, yeah, well, we still here working. What's up to everybody out there on the live? Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be picking up my phone in a minute to read your comments. But today, we are having a conversation that I wanted to have for a long time because I've been growing real cynical about marriage, right, Tone? And, you know, I've been, single for the last 4 some years. I've been dating, getting to know people, but ultimately I'm still single because I have a fear of commitment. I'm scared of marriage. Don't want to get married. So I'm like, I can't have this conversation by myself, and I can't just talk to Tone. I need some other people at the table. So I have a lot of amazing guests here with me, and these are some of my closest friends who I either begged, asked, or bribed to be here.
You ain't bribed me.
No, I ain't bribing nobody, but I did call old boy right here at the last minute. He'll tell you because I needed.
Then she called me old boy. You see?
Because I wanted you to introduce
already,
yourself.
Huh?
Why I want to anyway.
That's how they do you.
Since you speaking out of turn, I'm gonna let these beautiful black and white people. I got a white person in there.
One time for the white girl.
So
gotta keep that white girl. That's what Jeezy said.
Got some flavor though. So I'm gonna let these beautiful people introduce themselves. We're gonna start right here with you since you're talking out of turn. Tell the people who you are.
My name is Mike.
Mike who? Mike who? What you do? Where you from?
I mean, my bad, homie. Last names ain't important, but I'm an entrepreneur. I'm from here.
You from here?
I'm from here.
Sarah, where did you go to school?
Well, I'm from here. The Mill. Lived in Germany till I was 5. And then Army brat shit.
Okay.
And then
Buddha knocked.
Right. Head. I went to Brown Deer and King.
Okay. Welcome. And then we got a comer backer. So he closed out our first season, but go ahead and introduce yourself again.
My name is Martez. I'm from the city as well.
And what you do?
I'm an entrepreneur as well.
Okay, and what you do?
I own my own real estate business and a CBD infused bakery.
Yeah, where we sitting at right now. Thanks for letting us have the space.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely, anytime.
All right, and to your immediate left.
Hey, real quick.
Huh?
Ask him about his products.
This is not time for that right now. This is my shit, all right?
Oh, my bad. I was going to ask you about the
I
products.
appreciate the love.
Somebody got to do
Nah, see, it's not how this gonna go already.
It's like men against
This
women.
not how this go. We said, look, you new here, Mike.
She was supposed to throw the live, but she didn't.
We say that for the Talk Your
She
Shit
ain't
segment,
do it.
okay?
You know
so
what?
you just
I know exactly who I'm coming for doing my talk.
Wow, see, I'm not liking this shit. I'm finna split y'all.
You know what the vibe is. You feel the vibe.
Okay, so to your immediate left.
Yes, I'm Lola Lux. Real names ain't important right now. But Lola Lux is me. That's the name of my business as well. Originally from Buffalo, New York. Been here for a minute. Don't like it. But it is what it is.
All right, and then y'all know me. So then to my left, she flipped her head. Yes.
My name is Natalie Odom.
Neo.
Hey, Natalie.
Neo. And since everybody is, I guess, being secretive, Neo comes from Natalie Elizabeth Odom.
Yes.
The whole
Yeah, I work a job. I'm a regular person. I'm not hiding from the government. So yeah, that is me.
What you do?
My passion is fashion, but I currently work in talent acquisition right now. So I'm into business though.
What's talent acquisition?
The people that hire you, so HR, human resources.
Okay, no, what I meant was, I guess I was gonna ask, not what it was, but if you were in the entertainment business or something.
No,
He wanted a job.
no, not entertainment.
So you kind of like a recruiter.
Yeah, I do recruiting.
That's
too.
dope.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, and to your left.
My name is Claire Bear,
Claire Bear.
Mrs. Allen.
Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna let you finish. But Natalie and I, we were Girl Scout troop leaders together.
Oh yeah.
We were co-leaders. We molded 33 beautiful young
Who still do
girls.
Girl Scout?
We were the troop leaders.
We were the troop leaders.
That's
We were
cute.
building courage, confidence, and character.
That's cute or whatever.
Where you from?
Oh, I'm originally from Minneapolis. Been here for a minute. Like 13 years, 12 years, 11 of the last 12 years. So I've been here basically my whole adult life.
Yeah. So I've asked y'all here today because I've been wanting to do this topic since season 1, but I didn't want to put it out there until I had the right people, the right content, the right time. So this is the right time. I asked y'all to be here for the married versus single debate. So recently in my later 20s, I'm 29. And now it's come to time when people ask me, when you gonna get married? When you gonna settle down? And what type of wedding you gonna have? And da-da-da-da-da. So overall, I'm becoming a little cynical towards the whole idea of marriage. One, I have commitment issues already. I can't imagine seeing myself with just one person for the rest of my life. I believe I'll be incredibly bored. And then in terms of like weddings, I be seeing people take pictures and shit, and then you just like, I let my logic come in. I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all taking pictures at all these places. I'm like, okay, yeah, you want to capture the moment, but I'm like, you spending all this goddamn money for a day. So like, I don't know. I'm just becoming a little cynical at the idea of marriage, and it's always been a debate between either me and my married friends, and then I watch Sex and the City a lot, so they got a whole spin on single, and I'm like, they asking some decent fucking questions in Sex and the City, even though all them hoes ended up getting married except Samantha. But anyways, I brought some of my really closest friends here, and some are married, some are single. So I just want y'all to go around the room quick and say your name again, and then if you're married, how long you've been married, what's your significant other or your partner's name, and then, or you can go around the room and say you single. Are you single and ready to mingle, or are you like, it's complicated? Like, let me know. Let me get in y'all tea. All right, who want to start? Anybody?
I will.
Okay.
I'm single.
Single and ready to mingle. Single and it's complicated.
I am a dater.
Okay.
I am a seasoned dater.
Okay, so you're dating. All right.
What's that mean?
Season.
Oh, you said season.
You date
I'm
for
a
the season.
No, I'm a
No,
seasoned.
she's a
I know how to
seasoned.
date.
Yeah.
I'm a seasoned
Yeah.
dater.
No, I
Got
get
her
it.
off season.
Where's my mind? I'm like, you got a summer season, nigga.
No.
That fall nigga is on deck.
I'm a
right now,
seasoned dater.
you
It's
know?
just kind of like how
what
I
I
am,
thought.
how I roll right now.
Okay, sorry. My mind went somewhere else. Okay, who's next?
Are you looking to get married?
I do want to get married.
Okay. Who's next?
Can I ask a question?
No, it's not the time yet.
What?
They need to
Bro
know
on the
this.
road.
Are you married or single?
Hold it. Let me just do this.
Go
shit.
ahead. Is you
Fuck it
single
up.
or is you married?
Right, is you single or married?
I'm not married.
Okay, you single. Is you single mingling, single dating?
Single dating.
Okay. Martez, you single or what? Or you married?
Single.
You single and what? You mingling, you dating, you hoeing?
Little razzle dazzle.
Oh, I'm not going. Okay. Lola, are you single or are you married?
Mrs. Strickland.
See?
Better talk your
Married.
talk, girl.
Hey, Mr. Strickland.
How you
That's
doing?
that. That's that. I'm saying.
I've been married for about almost 2 years. It'll
Wow.
be 2 years, September 14th.
God, I see what you're doing for others.
Good September weddings.
All right,
Huh.
Good
Claire.
September weddings.
Claire, are you married or are you single?
I am married. I have been this September. I will be married for I know, right? 7 years.
That 7-year itch coming up.
Nope.
I'm just
It ain't no 7-year itch.
Nope.
It ain't no itch.
Here
Married,
we
married.
go.
Here we
That
go.
shit is hard from the beginning to the
Happily.
end. It ain't no itch. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Tone, are you married or single?
I'm married.
You married. All right, so we got 3 and 3. I'm single as well. Y'all know I'm a champion for us.
We know you single.
Yeah. Okay.
And cutthroat.
Kick him out.
Right. So what
glad
you
y'all
mean
don't
you
know
know
my
I'm
business.
single?
I'm just playing.
What you mean you know I'm single?
I'm saying that not because you should be or like you look like you should be single. I'm saying it because of how you've been talking.
How
Like
do
you
I
don't,
be
Man, what
talking?
does
you don't
single
believe
look
in
like?
being with just one person. So I would
Oh, for
assume
your
that.
You didn't
introduction.
say that was your intro. Look.
Right. So I would assume
But that don't mean
don't.
that she don't want to
But
be
listen,
married.
That was
right?
no Jack.
But I would assume that
was no
don't mean
Jack.
she just cheating on niggas. I would just assume that
Right.
means she's single.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I was
Yeah.
Doing her
but
thing.
That's a story for another time. But
You like
I'm
how I got
single.
out of that?
But we gonna bring y'all on in a minute, okay? So like, just stay on the live. So y'all. All right. So one of the things, like, I like being single. First of all, I love being single. Like, I'm a champion for being single. I don't gotta respond to nobody. I don't gotta tell nobody where I'm going. Like, I could be me. I don't have to worry about what I'm doing for somebody else's feelings. Like, I don't know. I really like being single. I like
You went
that
to
freedom.
yourself right now. You went to yourself.
I think I'm gonna be into myself forever because even my child don't get all my attention.
Ain't
Like,
nothing
I'm
wrong
just-
with that though.
Like, what about the rest of y'all single people? Do y'all want to be married?
Nah.
You don't? Okay.
Why don't you want to be married?
Explain.
Married? I mean, like you mean like signing the
Married,
license and all?
marriage, to
I mean,
death
I
do
don't
you
really
part.
care for. I mean, honestly, like, so I'm a PK, right? For those who don't know,
What's
I'm a
a
preacher
pastor
kid.
child?
Yeah,
Oh.
right.
So
And
you be fucking.
So yeah. You know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a stereotype. You know what I'm saying? In some senses, for sure. But I mean, I just feel like, now obviously, you know, the church believes in this marriage and it's holy.
Right.
And I agree, it is holy. It is something sacred. But at the same time, I don't need a piece of paper to tell me how I feel about my significant other, or I don't need to sign this paper. I feel like even now I get the symbolic aspect of the ring.
implications that I see as the advantage of being married is the legality.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
legal-
It's not
and that's what I hate
symbolic.
the most about it. It's just like this is a contract because like when you start talking about breakup, okay, we gotta split the money, we gotta split the
But
property.
that's if
we
you
gotta
get a
do that.
prenuptial agreement.
Of course. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, why am I thinking about all of that?
So you want to have a baby mama?
No.
We
Do
do
you
want
think
kids
you
as
want to have a
bastards?
forever partner?
No. I don't even care about the
Baby
label of a
mama's
bastard.
lit.
Like,
No.
how can I?
You rather have
somebody
that?
call my baby a bastard if we all in the same house, but we not married?
But
Like,
let me ask you
know
this:
what I mean?
you said you don't like
What about us?
the paper aspect of it. You don't like the legal aspect. But do you think you would ever want a forever partner?
Like
That
commitment.
you don't
like
have to,
partner.
you don't have to
one
be
person.
Oh,
married.
y'all
Yeah,
get to
for sure.
filing them
But
joint
you know,
taxes. You
just
gonna
somebody
care?
that you
Shit.
with, and you
Absolutely.
like this my
Fantastic.
lady.
Absolutely.
Ride or die.
I'm not saying that I don't want to have that type of marriage vibe per se, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying I don't need the state to tell me I'm married.
And I get
Okay.
that
You know what I'm saying?
because I only ask because my parents are that way. My dad does not believe in legal marriage, but him and my mama been together since before I was born. I'm
Yep.
26.
Yeah.
They still together. They still rocking. This shit is forever.
Forever.
So that's what I'm
Yep.
saying. You know, you don't always need a piece of paper.
Absolutely. That's all I'm saying.
So
I just
put
don't
y'all
need the state
together.
So
to
you
tell me.
going into it like in a different aspect, like. But I did have a friend who was like desperate. She was desperate to get married, and I'm like, yeah. And I kept asking her. I said, "What's gonna change?" I'm like, "What do you think?" I'm like, "Y'all been together for 10 years, living together, co-parenting." I'm like, "What's gonna change?" She's like, "I just want that title." I'm like, "You want to feel validated?" Like,
Bitch, just go change your last
right?
name.
I'm like, why do
If
people?
that's what you wanna
and it be
do,
more
right.
so women. It's a lot of women out there who treat marriage like it's a sorority. They trying to desperately pledge.
Nope.
I got that.
Or
from
like it's
Carrie
the
Bradshaw.
proof that person loves you. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
They
like
just want to put
somebody
that
doesn't
ring
love.
up. I
like-
said yes. They want to put it up on Instagram
Right,
and
right,
Facebook and all
right.
that.
They want the social media aspect of it, not like the like.
I said yes, guys. Oh my god.
Right. Look at my ring, bitch.
But even when little girls are kids, it's brained into our heads. Not so much now to get married.
It's just like prom.
back in the 60s, women they
I
went
didn't
to
go to
college
prom.
to find a husband, and
Yep.
when they got married,
Girl,
they
that's
dropped
still
out.
now. I went to Marquette. Them, no
They
no
married
offense,
rich.
but them white
I shoulda
bitches
went
was
there.
there not only for their degree, but for a husband.
And they not wrong,
And they
because them
marrying
niggas
well.
is not stupid
Hey,
up there.
Them motherfuckers was getting them jobs after college, okay? They was making that money. And
No,
them
period.
bitches was, like, literally, I
They
had
not
white
wrong.
friends who would tell me,
Shit.
I'm finding my husband while I'm here. Really? Them bitches was
I wish
locking
I would have
down
been there.
niggas
I would have been like, you ain't
freshman
wrong.
year.
Locking
Freshman
it.
year.
I'm glad you locked
what?
in.
You going to school for what? You graduated and
Yeah.
you mine.
It's like burned
Clean.
in our
That's
head to be
crazy.
married, and
Swear
when
to
we
God.
I have a
Swear
question.
to
Yeah,
God.
what's up?
Were you raised in a married environment?
Girl, I don't even know who my parents are.
Like for real?
Dead ass.
You
Do you
know
think that
them,
contributes-
You just don't know them.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
She knows them.
Like
she
you
don't
adopted?
Know
them.
them.
So like,
Do you
okay.
do you think that contributes
So
to
first
you?
of all,
That's why she
you
does
need
it.
to read my book.
Write her
and
book.
You need to
Yeah.
buy
Okay,
my
my
book.
bad. Okay, I'll
I
get
have
it.
a copy if y'all going to buy it. But yeah,
Keep
you know.
talking your shit.
That's
I love
that's
it.
why
I
it's
love
no
it.
value. See, my parents been together since they were 16 years old. They've been married for 40 some years.
I don't know if it's just the kids that grew up.
So
but
that's
shit
why
always
I
amazed
value.
me,
That's
like,
why I value it.
Even
And
being married, I be looking at people.
Okay,
Been married
what-
for 40.
Yeah,
like,
my
Claire,
parents-
what about you?
amazed
Did you grow
by
up in a
that.
2-parent
Yeah,
household?
and I
It's like, I
value
wanna
that.
do that, but
I grew up in a 2-parent household. I already told my mom not to listen to this podcast. My dad don't listen. My dad doesn't know how.
It's all
They
bad.
got divorced when I was 20. So I got the benefit of seeing a shitty relationship
Oh,
my whole life. And so
Okay.
I know I told you I didn't want to get married.
yeah. Okay.
That was
7
So
years
she didn't want
later.
to get married.
that
unless
was
she
the
had two
goal,
parents.
was to never get married. When I figured when I turned 30 I would adopt biological siblings, call it a day, have love. You know
I'm
what
getting
I mean?
married,
like, but
and I'm
not
having a
have
big-ass
anything
wedding.
that's like expected to be forever, because all I
Okay.
ever saw was
everybody coming.
the love wasn't enough. They loved each other too. And that was,
Right.
I think that was the hardest part, was like they loved each other, but they did not work as a partnership. Do you know what I mean? And then not working as a partnership when marriage is a partnership
Yeah.
grew resentment, and then hatred may be a really strong word.
Right.
But hatred. And
Yeah.
so like I remember being like a teenager and like being like, that doesn't look like fun. Why would I even be in a relationship? I was like aggressively passive, like trying to avoid, like slip out of relationships, like the option of it. And then my parents got divorced, and I was like, all right, well maybe that's not what it is. But I actually attribute my marriage success to my husband's parents and his grandparents. Like they died, like his grandparents, they like were close to dying, and they like had been separated one night, and they pulled their wheelchairs up to each other, and they like grabbed at each other to kiss each other. They missed each other so much, and I was like, okay, so this is what the life partner is about. It made me change my values, because I like
Ooh, values. We gonna bring that up.
believe I did not want to get married at all.
Tone, what about you?
For me?
What about me?
I said Tone. You not married.
I've been married for 13 years.
Look at God.
Ooh, black love.
Again, I see what you're doing for others.
Did
My
you-
man.
Hold on now. Shit ain't been easy.
No, okay.
Ease up, ease up.
No, I'm gonna be
Wait,
honest,
hold on,
because
y'all. I
if
watched
y'all
that
been around-
episode of the game when that hoe got married. She's like, anything is possible.
No bullshit.
Anything is possible. That's what she reminded me of.
Bullshit.
She's like, look at God. Okay, I'm sorry, Tone. I had
Nah.
too much
The greatest.
CBD
But
cupcakes.
real talk, it's been a struggle.
Yes.
How long has it been a struggle though?
marriage, the whole
Truth be
entire
told,
marriage.
It's probably been a struggle since the beginning, but a lot of that had to do with us.
Okay.
We didn't come into the marriage with the typical, we're married, this is where we want to be, we're soulmates. We came into it like, we already living together, fuck it,
Yeah.
Well,
Shit.
okay? So at least the first 3 to 4 years, we still was doing single shit.
Oh my.
Well, hold on. You got married and was still doing single
You was
shit.
out here slanging?
How long- can I ask you this though?
Hands on the Bible.
My nigga.
Let me ask you this though, Tom. How long did y'all live together before y'all got married? 'Cause you said y'all was saying that y'all living together, so fuck it, you might as well
And
get
how
married.
young
About
was
2
y'all?
years.
So y'all
Okay.
lived together for 2 years, and y'all
Yeah.
like, fuck it, we might as well get married. Got married, and for 3 to 4 years, y'all was still doing single shit.
let me put it like this.
Yeah, I'm buying one. Of
We
the
never
cupcakes.
treated it like we were married. We were still treating it like we were single. The problem was some of the things that you should do in marriage, like the financial stuff, changing up your lifestyle to include somebody else.
Okay.
Right.
We didn't do some of that in the beginning because she was hell bent with her school. She was working 2 jobs. She's not an emotional person.
What's her
Do
sign?
y'all not have
Kids.
kids?
So am I. My birthday's on Saturday.
For real, so is hers.
Shut up. I'm sorry
Y'all some
for
monsters.
you.
Happy birthday.
tag, so-
Happy early birthday.
Okay. Thank you.
So do y'all not have kids
Oh
together?
yeah, we got kids now.
So they weren't young when y'all first got married?
We were young when we first got married.
Was your kids young? Still young
career
Our
though?
kids are
driven.
babies now.
So your kids is babies now.
Yeah.
When y'all first got married, y'all didn't have kids.
Mm.
That's why
That
y'all
was
was doing that shit.
But see, no, it wasn't that.
I
What it
found
was
that. I figured it out.
Leo,
When you ain't got, but I'm just saying though
No,
because
what it was when we
That shit
sat
add
down
up. Yeah.
and we actually decided to do it.
Oh,
We didn't go through the whole entire conversation of what do we both want from the marriage. We just did it because we've already come to the conclusion this is going to be me and you. So we made the mistake of getting married first and then learning to be a couple afterwards instead of learning how to be a couple then get married. So don't get me wrong. There was a lot of fucked up shit that happened. But now we ain't got time for that.
See, I hear that. So I met.
That's beautiful.
I was talking to this other author, right? She was an older woman, and her book, I want to buy it. She was talking about how her and her husband would have been married for 15 years, and I felt sorry for this woman, but she didn't feel sorry for herself. She got up on the stage telling us about her book. And she was like, I went through 15 years of hell and drama that my husband took me through, heartbreak, betrayal. And she said, but I decided to stay and God helped us through our marriage. She's like, now we both marriage counselors and da-da-da. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, I'm on for religion and faith and all, but I'm like, you settled just to be married, to have that label. You dealt with 15 years of bull to
It's not. The thing about it is a lot of people.
that's why I'm kind of like the
it
whole
might
thing
not
of
just
marriage.
be for the label.
It
though.
may not. Okay, so what a lot of people don't understand is you don't realize you're going to bullshit till you're done.
Correct.
A lot of times you are looking at the situation from only your point of view. So, for an example, one of the biggest issues me and her had was I'm a social person, she's a homebody.
Aw,
I'm
And
always.
she's a Leo.
You like, let's go, let's go. And
Right,
she
that's
like,
the worst type
no,
of
I don't
problem.
feel like going. Don't you want to just stay in
right,
the
she
house?
probably a
always
July
wanted to
Leo.
stay in the house, everything about the house.
She on the third. Like,
So as I'm
yeah.
kicking it with my friends, expanding my business, doing stuff, it's like, okay, where are you to help me celebrate all this? But at the same time, I got plenty of attention. You're going to medical school.
oh,
So,
she's not going back and forth.
right,
I would be in the house
Period.
and I
Okay.
got that. But in the moment, I'm looking at it from like, damn, you don't support me for shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm out here trying to do A, B, C, and D.
She's in medical
Hey, yo,
school.
I said in the moment.
Oh,
Okay?
I wish I would have known you. Been like,
Oh, don't get me wrong. My sisters get on me now.
Hey, yo, so listen, right? Hey, that's kind of a good segue to something. So I got a homegirl. Literally just talked to her yesterday. So she got the father of her child.
Her baby
AKA
daddy.
AKA baby daddy, right? So he kind of said the same thing, and she called to ask me on advice. Like,
She calling you and not talking to her husband?
no,
It's not her husband, it's her baby daddy.
Oh. I'm sorry.
So, big difference. So, he said to her exactly what you just said. So he kind of got this, business mindset. He want to do his own thing, and she has not only put words as far as support is what I'm talking about. Is what I'm getting at. She not only put words with it, but she put money with it too. But he still feel like she don't support him enough, or she, you know what I mean?
fuck he want her to
don't-
do?
Exactly. And that's what I said. I'm like, yo, if
He
a
want an
chick-
assistant
if a chick-
or a
listen,
baby
when I first started my
mama?
real estate business,
Actually, they both
if
sound
a chick was
terrible.
like, listen, here's some money towards your first property.
that's a real
I'm
one.
fu-
You should
that's
lock her
a
down.
Real one. Like you can't find that. You know
Not
what I'm
not
saying?
in this day and age.
But from a male standpoint,
Not giving a nigga
like,
shit.
Alright, so like support.
I ain't paying
Y'all
shit
want
unless
somebody
it's
to
Bex
for
at
that.
a nigga
Y'all want
funeral.
somebody to be right there by y'all.
You see that shit?
And
I
I
agree.
learned that
I
because
agree. As a man,
Right.
I agree. Like
yeah.
women can only do so much.
Y'all want somebody to be y'all mama. I don't got time.
No,
for
No,
that.
they want
no,
somebody
they-
to be
hey.
standing right there with
They
them
need-
while
okay.
they celebrate
They
their
need somebody to
success.
shake while they hold. I don't got time for that shit.
It just got real.
I don't know what
For
kind of
the
dudes you be
right-
talking
for
to.
the right person.
Right. If you find the
I'm
right
nobody's
person, you
fool.
gonna want to be
And what
there
is,
with
I
him.
found the right people and
If you got the time. They
But-
obviously want the right
thought
one.
you did.
right now.
with different elements.
Right. You got to build a dude for you. But
Build a
You need to
bag.
go build a man.
Build a bag.
Shit, y'all think I don't? Oh, y'all said bills. I thought y'all meant BIL, bill. Never
No.
mind. Whoop, wrong.
You know what?
Oh.
See,
Girl, you
Yeah.
crazy as
Mama.
hell.
you cut up. You was
That's
cut
some
up.
cupcakes.
You know what?
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
you
You
ain't
know
need
what?
that
Don't no
cupcake.
more cupcakes for Alicia.
On my
You
life,
could've-
I'm over here acting a fool.
this
I
is
hope
your
my
show.
parents-
You acting up.
For real, for real.
It is though. I'm
No,
supposed
but
to
going
act
back
up.
to what he was saying, it all depends on the individual. Some people are okay with taking money and then going to do things, but other people, they want actions. They want you to be there.
Damn.
They want you
Can you hand me
to
my phone?
hold T-shirts while you try and tell everybody this is what I'm selling.
Have you heard about love languages?
That's what I was
Yes,
getting at.
yes.
And
That
that makes
book-
and that's the
That
biggest
book
thing.
is the shit.
A lot of
It is.
people don't know they
Seven
love
love
language.
We did the
Is it the-
online test.
Is it
We
the
didn't- we
7
didn't-
love languages?
I think it's 5.
It's 5.
It's 5.
It's
5
five.
love
Here's a
languages.
free
Believe me, we
online
did a
test.
whole
You don't
show
gotta buy
on
the book.
love language so many times.
I have
It's
a
5.
question
What?
for you married folks. It's kind of vulgar. Well, not
Go.
really.
I'm ready.
Do married people have sex like that?
Hell yeah.
We fuck all the
Yeah.
goddamn time. What the hell
My
you talking
husband
about?
is a damn
You got kids.
Hey, fuck your shit, bro.
rabbit.
Nigga, it
Yeah,
wasn't
why
till-
the- well, I
That
just-
It
motherfucker
wasn't
look
till
at
the
me
kids
all
got
the
here that
time.
we
If we
slowed
could
down.
have sex all day, every
even
day,
then, we still creeping.
would have sex all day, every day.
Plus, when you don't have a
So your
babysitter,
shit, bro.
all you have, that's your entertainment.
Then why
What
do
you
you
say? When you don't
Fucking
have a
is your
babysitter, when
entertainment?
you are stuck at the house, so our
She
child
the
goes
shit.
down at 7 o'clock,
Word.
7:30.
Facts.
Yeah.
What do I do from 7:30 until 11?
Okay.
You rub one
I'm an
out.
entrepreneur, so half that time is
You
being
trying to
focused
bust
on
I
it
work
open.
at night
kids.
too.
I'm trying to see how
I
I
work
can
at
make
night
more
too.
money. But that motherfucker be looking at me like,
Yes.
and I'll be like,
That's one of the
hold
perks
on,
of marrying.
let me make this
We
post
gon'
real
fuck.
quick so I
Do
can
you
get some more
married
clients.
people? Do you trust your partner?
Of course
Yeah, I
I do.
ain't got. I'm a strong believer in what's done in the dark always comes to the light.
Now that's the
Because I
word.
done been in that situation so many times where it's like, okay, you know a motherfucker fucking off. You can't quite pinpoint it. You can't
Especially
quite
when you live with
bring it
somebody.
up.
Right.
But it's
True.
gonna
You know that
come up
routine.
eventually. So people be like, sometimes they be like, well, I'm like, well, you know, our kids ain't here. I don't give a fuck what he gonna do. He can tell me he gonna do one thing. I'm not gonna check up on him because at the end of the day, that's my husband. We took vows. He tell me that he, you know, respect those vows, and that's what he living by, and that's what I'm living by.
Y'all stood up.
If you doing some
That's
bullshit,
deep.
it's gonna come out eventually. It's gonna come out when it needs to come out, and then we gonna handle it at that time.
And it's not
But
my
until
job to
then,
make sure
I
that
ain't worried about
he
it.
honors those vows. It's his job to make sure he honors his, and it's not
I married,
my
I
job
married
to
a
honor his.
man. I didn't marry a boy.
It be a
I
lot
married
of
a man.
married
Yep.
men in my inbox.
That's
Yeah.
the
older?
difference.
We gonna talk
He's
about
30.
that in a
He's about
second
to be
too.
37 in November, but
Okay.
that's the difference. I married a man. I didn't marry no boy. Boys feel like, okay, oh, she look good. I want
Did
to
he come
fuck.
from a married home?
Damn, was his parents married?
She
I don't
know.
remember, but I know they ended up breaking up.
Oh, okay. Well, he a real
They-
nigga
they
either
wasn't
way.
Together. But then
People don't
part
be
of
on
his,
that, girl.
Part of his life, he was raised by his grandparents, and his grandparents were.
Now, that makes a huge
Okay.
difference there too.
Oh, that makes
That does
big
make a
difference.
huge difference.
Talk about a motherfucker who opened the door. When we
So
first started
sweet.
dating, he like, "What you doing opening that door? You don't open doors." I'm like,
Well, hurry up.
"I've been
That's
opening
simple.
doors my whole motherfucking life. What you mean?" It's like, but it's like you're so used to that when you dealing with boys.
She's like, nigga, it's cold. Open this damn door.
It is below
It's just-
zero
that's
over here. You
something
better
that-
hurry up.
But you know that's something that
Let's
sets
smell
a
my
man
curls.
apart from a boy. So it's like you got.
Is it?
You got to know what you're
It's a
dealing
lot. Believe it or
with.
not.
Some shit,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Now,
like
this
that
is
old
Mike,
school
the single
feel.
guy
I like
chiming
the
in.
court- I like the courtship of like the the old school vibe.
That's
Open my
that's,
door.
that's
I'm
the
not-
difference
no,
between a man and a boy.
That ain't what
But
I'm
that's
saying.
what I like. That, I'm not saying
I'm
that's
trying
what
to
all
have a
women
high
like.
We on the
No,
same
that's not-
page. That ain't what
not
I'm
our
saying.
relationship at
I mean,
all.
you got that
My
Mima
husband
vibe.
will open the door
And
and
you know, everybody don't
with
like
me.
that. Everybody ain't going for that, but
That's
just
true.
to be.
That
just
ain't
to
what
be
I'm
funny.
saying though. I'm just
What you
thinking
saying,
like
Mike?
what she's saying. Like when you say that separated a man from a boy, like
That's part of it.
Something got triggered.
No,
What she
because
said.
that shit's supposed to just be. That's not like if that's all it takes. Then you know what I'm saying.
That's not all it takes.
I'm not saying that's all it takes, but I'm saying like
Definitely a whole bunch.
doing something as simple as opening the door for somebody shouldn't be like.
Hey,
I don't know.
No, that's not a make or a break. I'm not
It's an
saying it's a make
example.
or a break.
That's
I'm
the
saying that's
basics.
an example of a man.
Yeah, and I think the
versus
fact
a
that,
boy.
But
fact
can-
that that's
how you was
what we
raised.
talking about as far as like I don't know, that shit like breathing, like you just
Alright,
do that
Mike,
shit.
let me
You
break
feel
it
me?
down for you to
For
make
that to
it
even be
It
something
ain't a lot
that
of men that do that. Just like
married vet.
when we walking on
Alright,
the
come on,
street,
OG, let's go.
we gonna always
Let's
walk
get
on
shit
the
off.
street side, and I'ma always walk.
because I know
on the
ain't shit
side.
niggas though that'll hold the door open
No,
for
but
you
here's
too.
the difference, Mike, to break it down real easily. A boy is after
just
something, whereas a man is after the whole woman. So his whole entire intention is to make her.
So then what am I
intricate
doing?
But I feel you though. I mean, I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
For sure. I feel
But
what
What
you're
am I
saying.
doing though?
Can we listen though? But
Girl, your
Can we-
ass.
can we blame the boy if he was never taught to be a
Hell
man?
no, you cannot blame that boy.
Understood.
Because if
Agreed.
I always say this as well, it takes a man to raise a boy.
Facts.
I got
Yes, I
5
agree.
sons, but I cannot teach them boys how to come up and be
That's
a
a lot of
man.
damn sons.
Wholeheartedly.
I agree.
That takes a
I
man.
got 2 girls and I be
Yeah.
tired.
Because I didn't even know that a
Some
boy
shit
wasn't supposed to
that
stand
a
next to
man
another
is
boy
gonna
in the
teach his
urinal.
son
I
that
would have never
don't
known
even
that.
know.
Right.
That I wouldn't even
One
think
urinal
about to
space.
teach him.
Right.
Facts.
So it's a lot of, and in our black community, it's a lot of young men that, I'm not saying this to be so negative, but they ain't gonna never be a true man. They gonna always still
Just say they
have
ain't gonna be
a-
shit.
Hood
like
nigga.
a boy mentality to them
Keep it
because they
real.
was raised in a single mother household.
That's
And that
me.
single mother might didn't have no male influence to come in to teach her son
Right,
how
y'all
to be
saw
a man.
Baby Boy.
A lot of single mothers be ruining their sons too though. It
Yes,
ain't
Hey,
just
they be teaching them some
you know.
wrong shit.
No
I
bullshit,
had
my
Stand
bad.
on
No,
mama
like,
who
before
act
I
like
got
they
married,
son
they
is
son
their
is
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
I hate
Get
that.
your ass
I had
down.
a boyfriend.
That's that young girl
This
mentality.
boy-
letting him be
boyfriend
free
of
and shit,
mine.
wear makeup and shit, walk around
No.
gay as a fool.
This
Letting
boy
him
who I used
free
to date,
spirited.
I did everything for him. I was his mother. This motherfucker had the nerves to tell me at one point, yeah, my mama said, you know, if that girl over there ain't treat you right, you should always come home, pack your shit and go home then.
Wow.
I'm doing your motherfucking job, bitch.
Right.
I'm raising your son that you should have raised.
Right.
Why the fuck am I buying him drawers and socks? That's a basic necessity. Your ass should make sure you got that, not me.
Facts. No, that's facts.
You was a good one.
Girl, I kicked that motherfucker out, and when I kicked him out, he couldn't take shit that I bought, which was everything. What you made it out of the house with on that first go round, that's all the fuck you get. You ain't getting shit else.
Same holy ass drawers. I saved them for you.
What type of nigga are you able to just kick out though?
A motherfucker who ain't paying
There's
no
plenty
motherfucking
of
rent
'em.
in my apartment.
Ciao.
It's my apartment. My name on the lease.
No, I believe
I
that
pay all the
though.
bills.
You better talk your
I
talk,
got
queen.
the car. I put gas in that motherfucker.
Okay,
I get
queen.
you from
Like
point A
somebody
to point
said
B.
last
Shit,
night,
it sound like
these
you been knew
can't
he
be the
wasn't
niggas
shit.
Barbara called Shirley about.
And
I
that's
don't
another
know.
thing.
But
I
I'm
did.
a
I
spoiled
knew he wasn't shit.
Right.
But
So y'all be knowing they ain't shit, deal
Okay,
with the
yeah,
ain't
so
shit
let me
nigga,
tell you this.
and then complain about the ain't
when
shit
a nigga
nigga.
ain't shit, Alicia.
That's what we on.
No, me.
Wait, what?
No, we talking about something else. So, Alicia, you could attest to this. We just had this conversation the other day. Women be in fucked up relationships, right? And at a certain point, they'll know that nigga ain't shit.
Right.
But it takes. You gotta be ready. You're not gonna leave until you ready to leave.
Right.
So
Temptation is
everybody
the devil.
else could be like, he ain't shit, he ain't shit. Why you still
But
with
you
him?
gotta get sick and tired.
But
of being sick and
until
tired.
you are like sick and tired, fed up, I can't do this shit no more. You're not gonna leave.
Well,
You're gonna stay with that man.
Not everybody.
okay.
You don't think so? Unless you forced out of it. But if you're not forced out of it, you gonna stay until you're tired. Until you be like, fuck this shit, I ain't
But
doing it.
feel
everybody's
you.
breaking point is different.
Yeah.
And
Or
everybody
what if you
breaking
just
point is
have,
different.
what if you possibly may have, I don't want to say attachment, but just when your comfort zone. Like I'm a type of person, let's say like I'll date. Like date.
I like the
Right.
Then I may call somebody from my past. But it's really because the
Stop
ain't,
recycling.
you ain't got,
I ain't ever
You know what I
went back to my
mean?
past.
You ain't got access like that yet.
Because as long as you keep recycling, you never really gonna move forward.
I know.
But it turns into something new.
No, hell no.
That's the
Them motherfuckers
I
in your
don't-
past for a reason.
That's
You leave their ass
recycling.
there.
I don't want him.
Recycle.
We're not aligned. Like where I want to go in life,
Just
we're
playing.
on
Y'all
two
two-
different paths.
right.
And I know that I want to live a certain life. I know that I want to provide because I do want children. I don't have any children. I want children one day.
That's a big
So,
conversation to
Fuck kids.
you know, I do, and being at on what type
He's
of
not at home.
and being on what type of environment that I was socialized in. So I just feel like, you know, it needs to be a level up. So that's why I do value, like, okay, having that 2-parent home and, you know, raising my child and being able to give whatever resources that I'm able to give. But it's hard out here, and I think specifically for our generation, because I think that a lot of people were married. I mean, not married, but raised in single parent homes. Like, for example, you guys are like, oh, wow. Like when I told you my parents been married for 40 years, some years, you know,
for us.
exactly. So, but my parents are older. They had me like at 37, 38.
Mine did too.
Really?
So,
My mom was 33 when she had me.
yeah.
My mama was busting it open at 23.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom was probably busting it open too.
She
She
had
just
my
didn't have
Right.
me
She
yet.
had my
Not
sister at
busting it open.
15.
So, you know, that's something that I value. And a lot of people haven't been raised in that type of environment. That's why I kind of was like, oh, I kind of like older guys. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of
Maturity
people.
don't always come with
No.
older age. And
Because
guys,
my
though. You
parents
can
had
find
each
some
other,
childish ones.
had each other, had me at 32 and 35. Were married they were together for like 25 years and then got divorced. You cannot prepare for marriage.
Hell no. you
Right?
don't.
No. I don't think you can prepare for any
It's
type of
brand
relationship.
new. You can't prepare for anything
Whether
new.
it's work.
No,
Jerry
you
Seinfeld
can't.
said that on Wale's
That's true.
song. It's gross. What? He did.
And you got to make it. I think two people have
He said
to
it.
want to make it work.
Yes,
A
yes,
big
yep.
part of marriage,
you
and
just
y'all
quote a
could
comedian,
let me
bro?
know if y'all agree with this. A big part
a
of marriage
source.
is compromise.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And I
If
ain't
you are not
compromising
ready
shit.
to, if you are
I'm
not
standing
ready
10
to
toes
compromise,
down.
if you are so set in your ways that you like, no matter, I could love this person to death. If they ask me to change, I'm not gonna change it. You're not ready.
But that's
Like,
why
what
a lot
is
of
the
people
last
won't
part
get
of-
married.
Wait.
Yeah.
So
That's the number one reason why a lot of people won't get married.
Before we close out this segment, y'all, before we get too deep, what's something that y'all standing 10 toes down on? So let's say even for you single people, like before you get into a relationship or married people, what's something that's a deal breaker? Like if they want you to change this, like what can't you live without? And it's like, no, fuck that. I'm standing 10 toes down. I ain't compromising shit.
Yo, so like I'm a neat freak, and we were talking about this.
that.
Like I'm a neat freak. Like
Damn, I just dropped some crumbs earlier. I swiped them
we
on the
we
floor,
gonna fight. We gotta
He
fight.
gonna find them.
But no, like I'm like a real neat freak. So like we was talking earlier, and it's like she got asked, you know, why don't people move in together before they get married?
Right.
Like how do I know how you are 24/7? How clean are you? How dirty are you? What's
You
your, you know what I mean?
have to live together before you get married.
You think so?
Agreed.
yes.
My
No,
parents,
you
my
have to.
parents would not sign off on, like they had any choice, but my parents were like, "You have to live with somebody before you get married.
Yes.
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 Have
Agreed.
to."
Yes.
There's behaviors and things that you don't show around person dating that you can only see when you at home.
Listen, I
Yes.
can't see how you are on the Netflix and chill nights. I can't see how you are 24/7. If I'm just
Right.
coming over to watch a
Dang.
movie, we do what we do.
I kind of want to
Right, you
ask this in
prepared
like
for
the
that
next
shit.
segment.
You like, oh, they about to come over. Let me
Right,
let me
you
clean
change
up
up,
or
you clean up,
let me
you
get
change
my
up your
shower.
habit.
What if you just a
You try
dirty
shit.
motherfucker?
You trying to make
Thank
yourself
you.
look
Can't
as
see
good
these
as
dirty ass
possible.
songs, like,
Like we
what?
don't know how you is.
Right.
You come home, you take off all your clothes it's all over the house. We
Right.
don't know.
Facts.
Well, how often do you wash your dishes? Little
Listen,
shit
I'm
like
not gonna
that.
just come open your
What if we
closet.
eating out in Italy or something?
And that could be another problem. Maybe you do eat out all the goddamn time.
That was
I
something
didn't know
that
that,
really
though.
pissed me off. I was getting my hair cut the other
You do?
week, and another person was getting her hair cut next to me, and she was engaged, and she was like
When's the
talking about
special
how
occasion?
her fiance, she and her fiance didn't share any money. P.S. If you want to separate your finances with your spouse, that's fine. But what she said was,
Let's join and have
what she said was, she didn't want to share money with him until she got married. He sounded like he was very affluent. She didn't want to share money with him until they got married because she didn't want him knowing how much she spent on stuff until they got married, and then made some sort of joke like once she trapped him.
Ooh,
What?
And
That wasn't a
they
joke.
laughed.
That was dead serious.
That was 100.
She
That
dead
was
serious.
all fact.
Right.
You just telling you the
man,
truth.
because
You gotta tell
Shoes for
the
real.
girl that does your hair. Like
Shut up.
everything.
That's his fault, though.
He not going for you.
Girl,
That's
it's
his
over
fault.
for that dream.
Because I'm not marrying you unless I know what your, like, how you do as
Okay,
far
but
as
wait,
your
wait,
finances.
know
so
him
let
in
me
and out.
say-
Me
hold
and my
on.
husband, he don't know how much I make. I don't know how much he makes.
Really?
We don't.
Oh,
Need, I don't.
hell no.
I don't. But for me, I don't need to know that because even though my parents were together, both of my parents taught me to be independent. So at the end of the day, if I want something, I'm gonna get it.
No, I'm just
no
saying
matter
the
if I
shit
got
hit the
you or if I
fan. The
don't.
shit hit the
Yeah,
fan.
But if
Yeah,
he
you
goes-
know,
You know,
man, he got
but-
his own bills.
But
No,
if
I'm
he
just
goes
saying,
bankrupt,
it's for me, I got
but if
my
he goes
own bills.
bankrupt,
Okay.
you're going down.
You in that hole too.
That's no,
What part
no,
of
no.
marriage?
But okay, so
so
I didn't change my
about
name
that-
legally. So legally, I'm still single.
Okay.
Girl, you
I play
ain't
it
changed your name.
No, because I play it the way I want to play it.
I'm fucking dead.
All right.
No.
So, no, real talk about that. That's one of the hugest issues
God damn
we
it.
ever had.
What?
Even
What?
The fact
Money?
that we had our expenses
Money?
completely different. Like, she can't tell you how much I make, and I couldn't tell her how much she makes.
That's so rude.
Well,
Now, on one
let
side
me
of the
not
coin,
say
it
that
is.
because I do know how much he make. He don't necessarily know how much I make because I'm an entrepreneur. So my shit
But
is
that's
up and
understandable.
down, you know.
Yeah, he
But
can't
you-
just throw
but
out
if
a
he
number.
asks
You
you-
can still
But if he
measure.
asks me, I'm gonna definitely tell him.
Right.
Real.
It ain't like it's a secret or nothing for us, but if it's like so, if
Man, they
we
craving
ask,
for this
I
shit
don't,
like
I
crack.
don't have to ask.
See, one
I
of my
know,
biggest
but our
issues-
joint bills are always paid, and we have the understanding that if you having hard times or if I'm having hard times, we comfortable enough to come to each other.
You should be.
behind
You're
that.
married. There should be no ifs, ands, or buts
Now
about
that's
that.
when the problem come in when you can't
Right.
do that,
Some
and
people
then
don't do
somebody
that.
get behind on
Like,
something.
one of the
and you
issues
don't
me
find
and her
out.
used to have was she would have all these small bills on the side that she could take care of herself, but then she'll be behind on something. Because when you get married, your credit combines as well too.
Yeah, it do.
So
Yeah.
as an entrepreneur, you should want to know what the fuck he's doing, because if he goes down 100 points, you're going down as well too.
Well, I know
so
all
your
that.
business is going to be affected. Like, a lot of people don't know that. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Wisconsin
So a lot of
is a
people-
property
Business
state.
is a- that's why I said marriage is a business. Like
It
you,
is.
you could.
It is a joining of every
Yes.
aspect of your life. You don't get to pick and
Listen,
choose.
my-
So like, wait, let me bring y'all back real
Sorry,
quick.
Alicia.
We getting deep, and then y'all talking about all this married bullshit. I don't care. So back to
That's 'cause
the
you-
question.
You evil,
Sound
man.
like a hater.
No.
You
Hey, but
sound
wait,
like a hater.
let's say one more thing.
Hurry up.
My LLC is marrying your LLC. That sounds crazy. Think about that.
Is what?
Really, my LLC is marrying your LLC.
Oh yeah.
It's a business contract. Yeah, I love you and all that, but it's a lot more business that we don't realize than it is love and all that.
It's-
Yes, and
Marriage
Wisconsin
is
property
marriage
states
is
grand.
very legal.
It's very,
Very.
business. That's
Very.
why,
It's
no
so-
disrespect
it's
to
so
you,
much more
a lot of
focused
white
on
women
legal.
don't marry people they love.
I'm not
They
a lot
marry
of white
for-
women. It's okay.
They marry for stability.
I like it.
And
Hell
they not
yeah.
wrong.
They marry for stability.
That's
They
why I
don't care
said
about love.
them white girls that was going to Marquette freshman year.
Damn,
what?
freshman?
What?
Savage.
Yes.
Oh, they choose
What,
early.
what did you come here for? What degree are you gonna get?
Yeah, they choose early.
Oh, let me
because they
look that up
support
and see
you
what the
while you
average
get your
salary
degree.
is. Okay, I can lock you down. You're gonna be able to pay my
Right.
bills.
That's what's wrong with a lot of us. They don't. We marry for love. Be broke,
don't marry
living in the
for
house,
shit.
loving
My
each other. But get your bills right.
Yeah,
man,
and
for
you
stability.
definitely should not go into marriage without knowing your partner's
Financial
credit history,
Right.
their finances. Because when I went and got my
I need
truck,
to know his full blood
You
panel.
single?
I
married.
have a friend
I haven't
who
changed my
literally
last
been
name,
engaged
so
for
I'm
5
single.
years.
Wait,
You
what?
That's
telling.
that's fair.
no. So when I just last year I went and I have always wanted an Audi.
Gotcha.
So I was having
Them shit's
another kid. I'm
expensive.
like, I want a truck. So I found me a truck. And then when I went for the financial part, I was doing it through the dealership, but then I also went to my bank to see what kind of like loan I could get
Gotcha.
with the APR percentage rate. And so I have not legally changed my last name.
Okay.
So, I mean, as fucked up as
He
it
gonna
may
leave you.
sound, that's kind of an advantage.
He walking out on you
He not walking out on me. We already had this.
Why haven't you?
Why haven't I?
because financially
Because
he can
of
be better.
finances. Once I changed my last name, when you sign your papers, they say, what's your last name? Then they say, what's your maiden name? I don't have to put no maiden name because my maiden name is still my last name. So when I go somewhere, I can put that I'm single on there. So that's what I did when I got my truck. Because once I put I'm married, they want to know his name, his social security number, his credit score, all that shit. I don't got time for that. Run it off me.
Smooth little loophole, you know.
It catches up a bit.
It doesn't work for him though, because he's got the same last name no matter what.
All
So
right.
he could say he's single too.
So,
What are my 10 toes on?
But then it's
Yes.
like you own everything
what do you
though.
stand? No,
What
this
you
is
mean
good.
you own
This is good
everything?
conversation.
Like, 'cause if
I
it
just
get
wanna
ran
make
through
sure
your
you
credit
married folks get
and
home.
whatever
And
happens to
it's
get
fine.
financed, it get financed
First of
through you.
all,
You
That's
act
fine.
like
Shut up.
he's,
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm
sitting there
saying.
being like,
What are
"What
my
are you
10
doing?"
toes on?
Oh, I'm talking
Natalie,
about like if he need to get some shit.
What do you stand 10 toes down
You
on?
better use this credit.
I'm not
Oh, he
lazy,
can't
so
use your
I'll
credit.
always have my own money, but I'm going to always be
Nah, he
passionate
can
about
use
my
my credit. I'll
wardrobe.
just fuck
Okay.
with you.
So, like,
I
if,
can see
if,
that.
if a man came to you and be like, we
I'm
got to
passionate
take
about
you to
my
Target
wardrobe.
instead of here.
You
I'm
gang
on,
mean, ain't you?
I'm just saying, I'm passioned about my
You got a
wardrobe.
mean ass shoe gang, don't you?
Yeah, I'm just passionate about
That
my
bit,
wardrobe.
that shoe
Mind
game
your
is
business,
angry too.
and I'm going to always be passionate about my wardrobe.
I can tell you got a mean.
Claire, what you stand 10 toes down on? Like, what are you not changing if he came to you right now and be like, Claire, I want you to stop this?
I feel bad for saying this, for recording this, just because I know that this is something that brought him shame.
Oh shit!
But
know if
he,
you should
the
say
night
it.
we met, he smoked cigarettes. And that is a no fucking way deal breaker for me. It was the night that we met and we got together. So obviously I wasn't like, we're not going to get together.
Wait, did y'all get together? Or y'all got together?
I did not get with him that
Oh.
first night. I'm very proud of myself,
Say.
and that is all credit to my best friend.
So
Because
she
I was
stopping
I was
you.
ready. Yeah, we lived together, and the lights came on at the bar. We closed the bar. The lights
She
came
was
on,
cock
and
blocking.
she looked at me.
Damn.
Yes, and I'm glad she did.
He was hating.
Right.
It's always that one friend, bro.
She like, I ain't getting none tonight. So you ain't getting none either,
I
bitch.
can't fuck. you can't
Except
fuck.
for though, when we met at the bar, we like met each other. We were like, went off to our own little corners, and my best friend came up to me and she goes, "What's his last name?" I said, "Allen." She goes, "Claire Allen."
Right.
So she was ready. She was ready for us.
Why she choose?
Damn.
Anyways, point is,
God damn.
I got with him knowing that he casually smoked, that he socially smoked cigarettes, but I was never about it. I mean, legit, if I found his cigarettes, I'd throw it in the garbage. I'd throw it down. Like, I didn't care.
Hey, they don't play about that though.
So
how did that go?
he asked me after a friend's wedding. He goes, "Are you going to marry me or what?"
Oh, so sweet.
I know, right?
Hey, so thoughtful.
Classy.
We were
Like,
fucked
no
up.
one's
whatever.
ever said that to me.
Right, I know. All right, the proposal was cute, but I said, like, I'm not going to say yes to a proposal unless you've been smoke free,
Oh.
100% smoke free, cigarettes free for at least a year, and he quit.
Oh wow, he loved you.
That is
Aw. So how did you check? Like, did you? Like, how do you know?
Sorry, smokers, but you know, like,
Oh, okay.
I kiss
Well,
him.
you're
I'm
not-
up in his
Yeah.
mouth. I know.
Hey, so like when you gave him a blowjob, did the semen taste like cigarettes? No. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm crazy as fuck.
So what else?
They just jumped out the
He's
window
not.
on
He's
that.
not eating it. You know what
Well,
I mean?
I
Like, it's in his mouth. It's not like in his stomach.
Clean out the
No.
window with that question.
I just be wanting to know. You know, y'all know
You've
how I
never-
am.
Never got
Well, I've tasted lots
No,
of them,
you
but
may
not
not
no
know.
cigarette tasting
I
kind.
know.
You
You may not know.
Yo.
All right, so we're gonna bring segment 1 to a close, but when we come back, I'm pretty sure the conversation is gonna take another tangent. So we're gonna take a break, use the bathroom. We're gonna get some more of these cupcakes in me because I'm lit right now.
Hey.
And then we're gonna come back to segment 2.
all the alcohol.
Hey, you. Yeah, you listening to this podcast. Do you want to know how you can make your own? All you have to do is go to anchor.fm/start. Yep, it's that simple. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, guess what? Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. So that means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading you this ad. So make sure you go to anchor.fm/start to get started making your very own podcast. And then maybe I'll hear you saying this script. Have fun. One, I kind of just want to know the pros and cons of being single. So, like, y'all know why I love being single, but, like, you two, why do y'all like being single? And Natalie?
Shit, I don't like being single.
Oh, you don't
thank
like it?
you.
Oh, I assumed it. Oh, my bad.
Oh, my bad. It's on her.
I enjoy being single because, I mean, yeah, technically I don't have to answer to anybody. And also, just, you know, I am 26, so, you know, I am still trying to figure out, like, career-wise and, you know, just knowing who I am as an individual. And I think that that's very important, especially your main way on how you're going to get money before, personally, me, I link with somebody and talk about marriage. Just having my self together 100%. Because I know that I do have certain expectations. Some people may think that they're high or whatever the hell. But I just want to be sure that I bring good shit to the table before I actually
get married.
That's why. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people, I have all types of friends. I have older friends, I have divorced friends, I have married friends, I have single friends, I have friends that have a few baby daddies. I have, you know what I mean? It's all different.
A few.
But what I can take from everybody is that I think that if they could, you know, take back the decisions they made when they were younger, they would have. So I'm just, you know, I have the ability to just kind of take my time, like pace myself.
Okay.
Versus, I feel like somebody else can kind of like influence you, like, oh, let me hurry up and try to catch up with them because, you know what I mean, they got X, Y, and Z going on, and I don't want to look like I'm lacking.
Wait. So, what about y'all two? Like, what's the advantage? Well, you say you don't want to be single, so you want to be in a relationship?
I mean, preferably.
Okay. All right. You don't hear too many black men say that.
Shit, I hear a lot of black men say it. All my black
Where y'all
homeboys.
be at? Shit.
All my homeboys, shit. You know.
Huh.
It all depends on who you around, though.
I'm going to come back to you. What about you? What's the pro of being single or a con that you experiencing right now?
Pro? Well, again, owning two businesses for me, it's kind of hard, like, being in something serious because, like, both businesses are literally, well, one business is, like, growing, which is the one we're in right now. One is growing and one has already matured. And so when you want to be responsible in every aspect of life, right?
You can move freely when you're single.
So you can move freely. You're not like, oh, what time you gonna be home?
Yeah, I can't give
like,
it
you know what I'm saying?
that.
Like you're not as restricted. You know what I mean? You don't gotta feel like, oh, I gotta hurry up and do this.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta hurry up and do that.
Well, what's the con to being single?
Oh, that was the con.
That was the con? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No,
The con
that's a
was
pro.
having to
No,
respond
but
to
really,
somebody.
honestly, that could be looked at as both. Honestly,
Okay.
Because it's like, I want to be home. I want to be able to come to home to. I want to be able to say, you know what? I did a little bit of real estate. I went to the store, make sure the store was good. I just want to go home, see my girl. You know what I'm saying? Chill. She cook. You know, eat out. Especially with my schedule, I eat like fast food a lot. I eat like all of my like meetings and appointments. 9 times out of 10 are like over wine or drinking or something like that, or it's like fast food. So it's like I don't always want that. So you kind of want to. And back to what he was saying, it's like for me, I'm really a relationship type of guy, but for what I'm trying to accomplish in life, I gotta pursue.
That's
it.
interesting. What makes somebody a relationship type person?
You don't really care about.
what?
You don't really. you really don't care about certain shit. You don't really care about, oh shit, let's go to the club, bro. Let's see what the
all
hoes
these
on,
bitches.
or yada yada yada, or like you don't really care about.
Companionship.
You like you really want some, like you want somebody that you super comfortable with, on a personality.
See, and I say I'm
Damn,
not
y'all
a relationship
stop
person.
bumping.
More relationship type of people.
No, I'm not. And I've said this on the last 3 podcasts.
But
I'm
why,
not
though?
a relationship person because I can't imagine getting everything I need from one person. Like I get bored. I don't know if this is.
What
Now
do you
I'm not.
mean?
I'm
What
not
do
an
you get bored
astrology
She is
person.
hilarious.
But I'm like, no, for real. I'm not really into all that astrology shit. But I'm like, I am a Gemini and. We do get bored quick. Like it's
But
like
what do you get bored with?
the
Let me ask
person.
you.
I don't want them to text me no more. It's like, okay, I'm done with you. Like I'm bored now.
But why is it because y'all not doing stuff that interests you, or they just don't have interesting
with
conversation?
With Geminis, love and conversation, we love to chase.
Hey, when your birthday though?
No,
when your
it's
birthday?
not even having sex. Like it's not. That's not even always the case. But I'm like, after that high is gone, I'm on to the next. I'm like, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You do though.
Yeah.
I like, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say that's a problem.
Listen,
because I know I don't want a
I'ma tell you
relationship
this.
and I don't want to
When
get
you
married.
find the right
sound a
person,
little
It's not
selfish.
problematic for me.
when you
Geminis
find
are
the
very
right
selfish.
person, the right person for you, y'all can be in that honeymoon stage.
But I
all the
don't
time.
know if it's just one right person.
And it may not be for you. It's a lot of
Right.
people who that's not for.
Because I'm like, I don't think I would get. And if I do,
Like you
my,
might supposed to be a thought.
my
Like
caption,
you feel me?
I
That
could
don't
be a
mean she a
thought. But I was though. So what?
That don't mean she a thought.
I'm just
but look,
playing. I'm
look,
She
just
might
playing.
just need 2 people.
Because we can't.
At
That's,
one
that's a double
time.
standard. You know, what I'm saying? that one time.
But
the
I'm
man
just,
came.
no. But I'm just saying. I don't think that is problematic for me because it's fine for me. I recognize that I don't want to be in a relationship and I don't want to get married. But if I do, my caption is dead ass gonna read, oh, I guess you can turn hoes into housewives. But that's just me. Yeah, that's. And I'm just saying because I like my freedom. I like meeting people. That's a story for another time. But I'm.
You
just
sound like
saying,
you've been hurt.
Who hasn't been hurt? Yeah, you want to buy my book? It's over there.
Hey, yo, hey, listen.
But I'm like, even if I haven't, what does me being hurt have to do with
Wait.
hold on, because I want to
She wants to believe too.
I don't
Yeah, I
know,
mean,
but I'm
yeah,
saying
man.
I don't have to be hurt to be an adult and make a conscious decision to like not want to be in a relationship.
For sure, that's true.
Hey, can I just say, make sure if you ain't go pick up her book, please go pick up her book.
Thank you.
What's the title?
Stories my mother never told me, and
Go
I'm
pick it
like,
up.
it's some real shit in there, and this is just real shit, and it is, and it's reflective, and it's like it is. Yes, I have been hurt, but I wouldn't say that that's the reason why I choose not to be in a relationship. I made a conscious decision that I like meeting people, and me.
But you don't think some of the stuff is connected? You don't think?
But I'm just saying, it could be.
I'm just asking. I'm saying,
But
you know.
I'm like, after that, I made a conscious decision, like, okay, relationship's not really for me. And it's like, you know, if somebody comes to me, it's like, oh, you know, like that, you know, I want to date. But I'm like, I tell them, like, you're not the only person I'm talking to. You're not the only person I'm dating. If there is one, you said what?
Lola, darling. She's Gotta Have It. You ain't watched that on Netflix?
I haven't watched She's Gotta Have It.
Watch it.
But sometimes, but I'm just saying,
Damn near.
sometimes it is an ego thing for me. Sometimes, like, yeah, I bet you I can get that nigga right there.
Hey.
Sometimes it is.
Lie. I'm probably single, not married. I kind of do. I like fun.
See?
And it may be like the young.
Like, I like going to other cities,
No, I'm just
meeting
saying,
dudes,
I don't
and never knowing I'm gonna talk, knowing I'm never gonna talk to them
probably
again.
choose the person that I should have.
See?
There are people like that in this world.
Yeah.
And I don't
But
think
I know
you
on
need
the
to
end,
be
I know.
So
ashamed of
wait,
that.
so we got, and I'm not ashamed, I embrace it. But we got Mario that says, so a pro of being married is how people approach and how they maintain the needs and the wants of the other person.
Yeah,
That's a
so
pro.
that actually kind of, in a way, tie into what I was about to say. So something that I'm kind of noticing through the conversation is a lot of our mindsets either A comes from experience in our own household. If you experience to like with her, she her parents have been together over 40 years. So in her mind, she takes marriage seriously. That's
And we are. So Natalie and I have been sitting here conversing through this whole podcast. We have a different view on being single because, like, yeah, she grew up with two parents, a little bit more conservative. Me, I'm.
Yeah. So look,
a little bit more.
So
I'm
adventurous.
I'm off the spectrum.
Adventurous.
So what I'm like, they say experience is the best teacher, right? If her experience is her seeing her parents been together over 40 years,
Yeah.
that's what she knows.
And me, I'm trying to have a hot girl summer.
Exactly. So, but not only that, something you just said, Alicia, too.
What?
On one aspect, experience is the best teacher, but on the other hand, I also have my own mindset. I also can make the conscious decision that, okay, even if you know saying that your parents were together over 40 years, you still could have made the conscious decision. I don't want marriage. I don't want that. So it kind of go.
I have an old soul.
It's kind of
So then, do you think people are immature if they don't want to like settle down and get married?
No.
No.
And
everybody
no.
has their preference, and not one
Exactly.
way is
Right.
better than the other. Not one way is wrong, and the other way is right. It just depends
Right.
on how you want your situation.
And I don't think marriage is for everybody.
No, it's not.
And I don't mean
Because
that
if you
in like,
plan-
no. Like, I don't think.
People will kill you nowadays. You ever seen Snaps?
Yes.
I feel
my
how
show.
Claire feel. Marriage is not for everybody.
No.
And again,
Somebody will
if you
kill you planting their face.
if you
Fact.
recognize
You can't plan
in
everybody's face.
yourself, marriage is not for me. I want to be single. I like
Shit.
dating. I like meeting new people. You recognize that in yourself, and guess what? I applaud you because you know yourself. It's a lot of people out here who don't know themselves and doing shit because this what they was taught or this what they seen their whole life. You know you. And
What I
Exactly.
say.
I can't respect that on a high enough level. You know who you are. You own your shit. You like, this is me. I'm in my skin. This is what I want to do. This is who I am. So that's you. And I applaud you for that, and I respect you for that.
And I got
Marriage ain't
girlfriends
for
who are
everybody.
married that
Relationships ain't for
treated
everybody.
it like it was a game.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
This shit ain't no game.
Really?
It's
Okay.
blood,
So like, do y'all?
It's a lot of people who get married to brag. I'm
Yeah,
married.
that's
Yep.
true.
I'm
Yep.
married. Look
They
at
be
my
like, that's
ring.
why I got
Look at
the
the wedding
ring.
I had.
Or look at how I got him. You know what I mean? Like, there's like the little like
how
Johnny
easy
Depp
it
back in the
is.
day.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of people who get married.
Or just
to
like how
brag.
they like kind of tricked him into stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm not going to go into specifics, but just like I have friends that like the way they talk about how they got their man. Can I also say the thing that I hate the most is when my married friends talk about how they haven't had sex with their husband like it's a joke.
That's weird.
And then
Right?
that's
That
why they be calling me-
So I'm not finna.
That's
wait
why they
to
be
Like
calling
they
me-
will like I'm no joke. Like they'll be like yeah, we haven't had
Baby,
sex
in
in
my
however
DM.
long, and I'm like.
my guys, edit that.
Not to say that
No,
marriage
don't edit it
needs to
out.
be exclusive. You know what I mean? Like I have friends that have open marriages. That's cool.
They be DMing me. I swear to God, if I could
Bitch,
show
I'll
y'all.
rip a married man head off. Don't DM me.
Now, when it comes to marriage and sex, I feel like
You gotta sex your
if
man.
y'all was humping like rabbits before y'all got married,
and if
they
y'all
now.
have kids,
What
that is
changes?
Wait. But now y'all married.
I think people
And
just
y'all
be pressed.
still-
They
wait.
be pressed.
But y'all still don't have kids. Y'all should still be humping like rabbits. Now, when you have kids, Claire, do you not agree with me? When you have kids,
That's fact.
that kind of changes the dynamic of sex.
Kids too.
Because when you have babies and they small and you got to get up in the middle of the night and you got to change your pampers all the time and you always taking care of another human being, you get tired and you may not have the energy to have. You may mentally want to have sex, but you may not physically.
That's the
have
worst is when you
energy
want to have.
to have sex.
Really?
So
that's what I
Talk about it,
know.
Claire.
I rally though.
That's the only.
I'll rally.
Because when I was
We like Claire.
okay, so
I know, right? Yeah,
you
we
know I
like
had my
Claire.
kids back to back, so
Right.
I had the
Me
one
too.
that was a
Yes,
baby,
you did.
and then I was pregnant, and I was working full time when I was pregnant with my second one. So mentally, I'm fucking the shit out of my husband, but physically, I'm laying on that motherfucking couch tired
Do y'all
as
just like
hell.
let y'all husbands get up, let y'all lay there and just let them finish, or like like y'all don't do? Oh, come on now. I ain't married.
When I was really, really nauseous, sorry, this is going way down the rabbit hole, but when I was really, really nauseous, the idea of like rocking back, rocking back and forth,
Oh, yeah.
I was like, if you could do this, Wait, are we recording right now?
Yeah. So let me just go to the next question. So,
You was about to put everything. That's why I stopped talking.
But let me tell you, as soon as the baby sleeps
That's like
through
a
the night,
Huh?
as soon as the first baby sleeps through the night.
Heaven.
Yes, and then you feel like yourself again, and then it's the same.
but then it feel like you sneaking.
Better.
That makes it better.
What
Better.
What you mean? You feel like you sneaking?
When the kids sleep.
Yeah.
No, it's when white noise
That's
machines
what
are
you
for.
waiting for. You waiting for them little motherfuckers
But I'm
to
just
go in their
saying,
room and
like,
go to
it's like
bed.
you gotta sneak.
Let's
and
move
be
on.
quiet.
My husband is gonna blush so bad if he hears this.
Aw, Dave, Super Dave.
You
So,
gotta use his
okay,
name.
let me ask another question. So,
Wait, what?
No, it's fine.
Everybody
Okay.
acting like
wait, I forgot.
Chapo and shit. You good?
I lost. I'm
Everybody
lost.
acting like what?
No, it's just certain shit about my relationship I want to put out there.
Yeah.
And it's certain
Oh,
shit
y'all
I
came
want
on the
to
wrong
thing.
podcast.
I'm not
just
gonna
playing.
tell y'all my whole sex life. And what
No,
I'm
I
doing
don't
and how
wanna know
we
it
get
down.
down.
like that.
No.
But just know we fucking.
Oh, I'm finna make Natalie real uncomfortable with these next questions.
Just
Girl, I don't get nervous.
Okay, so to the married people, would y'all let y'all single friends, like if they got kicked out, would y'all let y'all single homegirls stay with y'all or dudes? Like if y'all was in a relationship, would
You
y'all
can
let
stay there when I'm there.
Yes.
But
You
when
would?
I go, bitch, you gotta go too.
Claire, what about you?
And it's not even because I'm mad at my. It's not because I think my husband gonna do something. It's because
Hey, Tanetta.
I don't trust you, bitch.
Yeah.
It
No,
got nothing
I
to do with
would.
my
That's your
husband.
friend?
I would.
I don't care
You
if you is
would?
my friend.
Yeah.
I done
Oh,
seen
Claire would.
friends fuck they friends man.
So do you be mad at the friend or the husband?
For what? If
People
something was
should be
if
mad
something was
at
to
both
happen,
parties.
you should be mad at
Exactly.
both.
I can't whoop his ass.
I can.
I can't whoop his ass.
For real?
I
So
can.
I'm gonna whoop yo ass.
Girl, get a gun.
Listen.
It's the whip.
Listen,
His
she
ass.
finna Medea his ass. You hear me?
Throw some grits.
I done
I
beat
can't
a
whoop no man ass.
I done beat a nigga with a skillet. Cause
sure.
I know I know I can't whip you
And
with
I'm not
my
gonna be
bare
mad if he try to
hands.
defend himself if I try to hit him. I don't hit men. I'll call somebody else to handle you.
Yes, I feel like when you get in them situations, if you gonna hit him, you can't be
They
mad
gonna
if
hit
that
your
man
ass
about to hit
back.
you
That's
back.
all.
That's true.
What Gruber say?
One
Oh,
point.
that's all. I can't make them phone calls. You will never pop up again. Motherfuckers be like, you see so. I ain't seen them. I can't make them phone calls. It'll
So
be
then,
over.
so for single people, that's like me or whatever. So like, no, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Girl, I'm in the gutter. Unless you got something you want to tell us.
Even
No,
if you're
just
single, so let's say you dating somebody, would you
But-
let your other single friends spend the night at your house if your man was
I'm
there?
very territorial.
Or stay
See, I'm
there
not
at
let-
your house with your
I'm
man?
not letting a nigga stay the night, period. You got to go when
if
you
he
done.
was, just
See, I can't even
hypothetical.
imagine
She a
it.
motherfucking pig at the end of the day.
But I'm just saying,
Okay.
like,
Honestly,
people
She like, nigga, you gotta get up and go.
you
She
can,
like,
don't, you can't be coming to my
you
house
come
like
over
Hey,
that.
here?
at least the type of chick to say, thank you. See you next time.
That's me.
Same time next Wednesday.
That's
same
me.
time.
I don't do that.
And I'm like, oh, what you about? I be like, what you about to do? For real, we get done. I'm like, okay, what you about to do? Like,
Girl, you crazy.
it's
as
an
hell.
hour. It's an hour grace. It's an hour
swear.
grace period. So I'm like, I'm just gonna cut this before I go to my point. It's a
I ain't even
it's a
finna do
1
that.
hour
You
grace
capping.
period when you done.
Man.
No, you better be looking at camera to your phone right now,
No,
bitch.
but I'm like, if you give me some food, or if you can get it up again, you gotta go. Like, ain't no nigga finna stay the night. No,
She a beast.
no, ain't no nigga, ain't no stay the night.
Sure, she's just savage.
Ain't no cousin.
Yeah.
I ain't stepping
She
that.
cut
Fuck these niggas.
I don't
No,
even
they
believe
not
that
I
shit.
ain't
staying.
stepping that.
Cause I'm like, no, that ain't me.
Sit up here and say that.
You
I'm
let
not
them
even gonna
stay?
lie to you. I don't. You know what? I don't really do the come over. Like, I really have to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I
Only
mean,
one. It's only that
no.
one type of dude that could come over.
No, but like when I.
It
when
went
I
from
was-
zero to
I'm
all
saying
of a
if
sudden
I
it's that
was
one type of dude that
dating,
can come over.
Like,
There
I
it go.
am dating,
That's how it starts.
I would be over by there.
Cause you don't need a nigga to know where you stay where you lay your head.
So it changes by.
I mean, it's just.
So y'all can fuck, but God forbid he knows where you
it's
live.
Just like, it's just big. It's,
Interesting.
you know
said
what I mean?
No, she said he can't stay the night. She didn't say he couldn't come
But
over.
like, if
I mean,
that
but
was
she
the
was
case,
saying
it has
you don't
been
want a
like
nigga to know
before
where
that.
you lay your head
Yeah,
at.
but some of them know. you don't need them to know where you
they
live.
have-
When it's
Why
like,
are you
oh,
Why are you fucking on men that you
alpha
don't
men.
want to know where you live?
I mean, I fuck on
like
my
alpha
nigga at
men.
his house, but I'm like, if
So,
it's somebody that I'm dating, until I get to know you, you're not
What
gonna
you
drop
want
me off.
over
in
here?
You
front of
shouldn't be
It's
fucking
okay.
nobody until you comfortable with them knowing where you live
You know what I
anyway.
mean?
everybody. Hey, I don't want a relationship. I fuck them and done.
Listen, Alicia,
You don't have to be in a relationship to be at that level.
She might, but she might
I
just
don't even
want to
let
fuck
it get
him
to
that
that
night,
level.
and then
You done.
I talk to him no more.
Exactly.
said the dick ain't got nothing to do with the action.
I want and done niggas so fast.
Because she look basically what she's saying is she got that good shit,
And you're
and if
more-
she put it
you're
on
more
you
like
at her house and ignore your ass, might pop up, and she don't want
And
that
it's
problem.
happened before.
Okay.
Oh no, we don't
But okay,
do the pop-ups.
wait. So let me get back to my
Don't
question.
put
My
words
bad.
in her mouth.
I'm just saying. So for single people like me, who's kind of like free spirit, do y'all think I have no values or that I don't value marriage? Tell the truth.
I would say yes, you absolutely don't value marriage from a personal standpoint. Now you could, root for your homegirls to be married if you know that's what they
Yeah.
want. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's just, to me that's just a mature mindset. That's easy. That's you
So
know what I mean?
Okay, Tone, what about y'all? Do y'all think I don't got
See,
no morals because
No,
I'm more of a
honestly, I
free-spirited
just
single
think
person?
that
Or value,
That's
I should
just
say. I
not
don't
part of
value
your
myself.
plan right now.
Nah, but do y'all
See,
feel
because
like I
you-
don't value myself or respect
I don't
myself?
feel that way. I do not.
No.
No, because
don't?
that has nothing to
That has
do
nothing
with
to
how
do
you
No, I just
value
want to see what
yourself.
people think about single people.
Are you asking single
I feel
people
like
or
you
married
treat it
people?
on how, I mean, shit. Like, yeah, that's what it is. If you all are just whatever, our relationship is, we have sex, we're intimate with one another. You know what I mean? You're not really with the fake shit. Some people get shit confused.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like thinking that it's more than it is, and all actuality, y'all just fucking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you is just keeping it 100. Like if I look at the facts, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh my god, we're in a relationship.
Hey, Courtney.
Or, you know what I mean, you're my boyfriend. So yeah, like tonight, like, I most definitely understand where you're coming from. Shit, you ain't no sucker.
Hey, what was that question,
Yeah.
Claire?
I don't-
Yeah, I think you got a
Claire
good
said something?
question.
Did I?
Yeah,
I don't
before she
think-
started talking.
I don't think you don't value it.
That wine
That's
kicked in,
just-
huh?
I feel
That
like
wine
on
kicked
how
in.
the way-
That's not your
honestly-
life right now.
Honestly, I just feel like on how the way that you are, if a guy sets a certain tone and you gonna keep with it, but let's just say if he was like, oh no, like stay over, like I fuck with you XYZ in the third, then you gonna fuck with that. Am I wrong?
It depends on who it is. It's only one type of dude that I was. That's them call me at 3 o'clock in the morning niggas. Like
Girl,
the ones
rip
that's
somebody
putting it
head off.
down.
Spit it out.
The one,
Talk
them the
about
only
it.
ones I would stay with. No.
Talk
But
about it,
I'm
Claire.
just saying, like, I really do enjoy being single. And some people, like, I was having a really good conversation where it's like, some people just use single as being an excuse to be a hoe. And I'm like, okay, and what if they are? Like, that's them. You know what I mean? So, like, some people, and I've had this before, like, oh, you don't got no values. You don't respect yourself because you talk to all these different dudes at one time. I'm like, that don't mean I'm having sex with them all. But even if I was, that's my business. I'm grown.
Let me say this
Hey, that's
about
your pussy
you
at
as
the end of
a
the day.
importantly,
you as a friend.
big grown.
You live your life and you let your friends live their life. There has never been a time where we went out together while I was married and you've been like, "Ooh, that nigga looking at you. You should fuck him."
Right, I wouldn't do that now.
You're not putting yourself on
I
me.
would have
You
never
res-
described you as hoe in the like.
You
y'all like,
respect
oh, that
your
bitch
lifestyle
crazy. She
and you
moved.
respect my lifestyle. So I
Watch
can't
your
say
nigga
that
now.
you don't value
Like, nah.
what I got going on. You
Right.
just realize
No,
it's
I
not
do.
for you.
And I
That
respect
ain't-
my married friends so much.
You
And,
got
like,
sense.
One of my married friends got offended because, was it you? I don't think you got, it was somebody got offended where I'm like, I respect my married friends so much, certain trips I wouldn't invite y'all along. And was that you? No, maybe it wasn't you, but one of my married friends really got offended.
Nah, that
She's
wasn't
like,
me.
She's
I've
like,
had that happen to me
she was
before.
like, what do you mean you can't
If
invite
you
me? I'm
know
like,
you
it's
going
late.
on a whole
Yeah.
Before. My
Like,
boys
you not coming with
actually
us.
had planned on having a wild ass party.
Exactly.
And
And
they
I'm
was
like, I
like,
want to, I don't
This
need-
ain't for you.
Right.
I'm not. You can't come.
Right.
Because if you get out here and you start fucking all
Pictures
these hoes,
start
And
coming
them
up.
the type
I don't want that on me.
Them the type of friends you need though.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
if
I
you
said.
know you going on a vacation And you give me an invite, I'm be like, bitch, you know I'm married. Why the fuck
Exactly.
would you invite me to that shit?
Exactly. I'm like, we bringing niggas back to the room.
Because even if I ain't doing nothing, what if somebody who know my
Hocation.
husband see me out with you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
don't do
All
that.
you have
Go
to do
back
is
and
be in
tell her.
somebody's
Girls do
snap.
not do that.
But I'm even
swear to God.
Like, that's all
because
I'm
I
saying.
know we gonna be on Snapchat. I wouldn't.
She
dare
said a
invite
hocation.
Claire or her and be tagging and shit. They husbands
you-
ain't
They
gonna
gonna
fuck with
Hocation,
me.
bro.
No, they don't.
If you
What
going
you
on
say?
You just put me on though.
No, they don't.
a
Y'all fucking tripping.
Put you on to what?
I said hocation.
Who does
That
that?
I mean, I have done.
Hey, I know
locations.
some. I know
Oh yeah,
my
we
life.
we
Yeah,
believe
I
you.
know some bitches who don't went on locations.
Nah.
Thought trips.
We old as hell. Come on now.
Ooh, I
No, it wasn't like recently. It was like a
shit.
while ago.
I don't think I be in New Orleans. No, just play.
Who for real be like?
she got
I
New Orleans
just want
jump
some
on.
dick. Like no.
No,
No, I'm not saying
I
that,
have.
but let's say they going somewhere like, okay, what just Miltex just came up. So what? This is a hypothetical situation. What if like my single friends,
Motherfuckers
or
was
somebody
going
I know
all the
that's
way
single
down
going down
to
there,
Houston
they like,
to cheat with a
They
motherfucker from
basically
here.
thinking like, I'm single. If I find a nigga at Miltex who I want to fuck, I'm just gonna fuck him and that's gonna be that.
You could
Wanna
did that in
like-
Milwaukee.
Invite me on
Want
no
'em
shit
and
like
done
that
'em.
if that's your mindset.
Right.
You know what
Want
I'm
'em
saying?
and done 'em.
Because I don't need to be caught in that type of situation. Because that's not what I do in my life.
Right.
So respect me enough to leave me out of that shit.
And I do. I leave my married friends out of that because we do be wanting them and then them out of town. Quarterback and hoes.
And I'm not going to be a part of that.
I didn't go to Miltex. Last week
I
I went
didn't
to
even
the
know
fight.
what Miltex was.
I went to see the
last
fight.
year.
And there were
did
a
that as a
whole bunch of
location.
guys, and I didn't get nobody number.
You went there?
I went. Yeah, I was in
You went where?
DC. I went to see Gervonta fight.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Gervonta
He worked-
Davis.
Yes, he fights
boxer.
for Floyd.
Every
knocking
baby,
niggas out.
or dude.
Yeah, he did knock him out within the
did.
second round.
The dude that's
and
with
I
that
wanted my
stripper
money
girl.
back.
She's not a stripper anymore. But yes, her. Her name is Adi.
Oh,
She never danced.
I thought she.
I thought she was a
No, she
stripper
never
before.
danced. She was just a battle girl, and her name is
Oh,
Ariana.
Adi.
Ariana.
But her name on Instagram is, if y'all want to know who we talking about, it's
I
the real
don't care.
Kyle sister.
That bitch ain't paying my
No,
bills.
I lived in Chicago. This is a Chicago girl.
Is she?
Yeah, she from Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Arrogant Tay, if you know who that is, who
The
do
dude,
hair,
yeah.
that's her best friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I went to the fight. It was a whole bunch of niggas. I was cool.
Shoot.
You know, not every girl can do that.
Then they
I don't know.
too old for that.
Do y'all ever go to places specifically looking
They too old
to
for
meet
that.
people?
Yes.
I didn't went to. I mean, yeah, like networking and shit like that. But like looking, like you know.
I have.
How do people meet people now in 2019?
Now
Facebook.
Yeah,
Is that it?
Yeah, it's really.
Do you guys do websites or like apps and stuff?
No, I need to see you in person.
I be
You
seeing
just
it.
go to somebody's page and you be scrolling through their pictures and be like, I think I might want to.
That's weird.
But how
I've
on
seen it.
Facebook you just deep dive?
I've
You
seen
do
it.
friends of friends? Like I don't know. I might have do it at a bar.
I know people that are in
2008.
relationships off
Like I don't know how
Facebook.
you do it now.
Really? See, I think that's just desperate, but that's just me.
What going on?
Finding people on Facebook, scoping them out. Like, how
So
do you
what do
even
you
find
do?
I mean,
them?
really? I mean,
what do you do?
So if you find each other on a dating site, that's
But
desperate
I go
too.
out, like when I'll go out, like I'm not an introvert. That seems to be everybody's thing now.
But I'm saying though, something like eHarmony or something like
no,
that.
I don't go on dating sites. Like if I go out to places, like yeah, I do network. But sometimes if I think somebody is cute, I'm gonna approach them like, hey, what's your name? Who'd you come down here with? Are you from here? But like I'll just go and strike up a conversation.
But so how does it transition?
I ask for their number or they ask for mine. And I'm
And
like, hey,
then
would
what?
you like to grab a cup of coffee? You know, we can hang
Listen,
out.
y'all. If y'all haven't noticed yet,
I do coffee
she
because
a whole
dinner.
nigga in
no,
a big body.
but
Yeah,
I'm
for
like
sure.
dinner. I feel like if
I
I'm
think it's cap.
girl,
I do
you
too.
gotta get my book.
I think
said
it's
what?
big cap.
You gotta get my book. Like
I think it's cap. It's
no.
somebody that.
no.
Come on now.
I do too.
Mm-mm.
No, say it.
You think I'm capping that I be wanting and done niggas? Y'all gotta read my book.
It gotta be one. It gotta be a somebody. Stop playing with me, man.
I want and done niggas.
And
I don't
I
catch
ain't going
feelings.
back and forth.
I ain't in relationships.
We're women.
Girl.
We're nurturers. At the end of the day,
I'm not.
I'm finna keep it real. Like
I'm not no
you
nurturer.
is. Somebody
No.
must have pissed you off,
No.
and you feeling like that just of recent. But
No, you gotta read my book, like for real. I'm not finna be relationshipy, none of
I
that.
talk a lot
I'm
of
not
shit
a
though
nurturer.
too. I talk a
But
lot
I'm about my
lot
though. I'm not no
of
capper,
shit.
though. You know what
No,
I'm
but I'm
saying?
just saying. But at the end of the day, I know that I am like a lover, and if it is right, then yeah, I will pursue it. But at the
Man, how
same
much is
time,
these
I am
cupcakes?
very like goal oriented, career driven. Like I get you, but I'm saying if the right person, you know what I mean, then
See, and
I
that's
got
my
jab for him.
mindset. Like, I don't believe in that. Yeah, she
I am
love
a
and
lover.
love. That ain't me. I don't do that.
I think Alicia loves love for other people, not for herself.
Like, good for y'all. Y'all into that,
don't
but
think
it's
so?
like, I will continue wanting and nutting these niggas until the day I die. Fuck niggas. I love y'all. Y'all cool.
I'm dying
Sheesh.
your face right now.
Sheesh.
Y'all can be into that lovey-dovey building
did it to you?
relationship shit, but I'm just
But let me ask
saying.
you a
Who
question.
did
But
it?
y'all can't assert that I've been hurt.
She
because
said,
I've been
"Fuck
out here
these
to make a
niggas."
conscious choice to like get bored with these
But let me
dudes.
ask you a question.
Ask
You
away.
got a son. What you gonna do when you meet a son, when your son meet a girl that's like you though?
Ooh, I need to steer him away from women like me. I gotta teach him to be better than me. Yes, I ain't shit.
So do you
That's
want
interesting.
him
You better lead
to,
by example.
what do you want for him romantically? Like,
He can,
you want him to get married ever?
That's his choice. I can't say what I want for him because I'm teaching my son to be accountable and to be responsible and independent. So whoever he love, if he wants marriage, I'm not going to feed it into his head that he shouldn't, because I'm choosing not to get married. He can have whatever he wants. So I don't believe in like feeding your kids. You should do this. You should go to college. You should do that. And it's like I could talk to you about it, but at the end of the day, I'm going to raise you to be yourself. Well, I hope you got some money to pay
College
for.
is bullshit.
Yes, you don't need college, really, depending on what you're trying
That's
to
what
do.
I know.
Child.
Yes.
Trying to get my baby to be an
A
electrician.
little bit. I ain't gonna say it's bullshit all the way.
But
I say for certain.
We're gonna stay
degrees.
back to the topic. Yes, that could be a whole
It ain't gonna-
nother conversation.
Okay.
Whole nother conversation. The college
Just,
one.
okay.
But so single
Not on my
and
watch.
married people. What do y'all feel about like side chicks, side dudes?
Men,
You sound
if
like
you
got one,
men,
you
All right,
married.
let's
men,
start
if
with
you
Claire and
can
work our way
afford
around.
it, go ahead, because women brings issues. We are emotional.
Some of us.
They are emotional. Girl, you swear. You
Are
swear, you
emotional
swear,
too,
you swear, you. Every woman is. Stop fucking playing with
Alicia,
me.
you emotional.
Stop playing with me.
When am I
In
emotional?
all aspects of life.
I don't know.
Like, stop playing with me right now.
Not in no relationship. I'll be emotional with y'all. You my friend. But I ain't crying over no nigga.
No, I'm not saying.
What's up,
Look,
Claire?
I just threw that out there.
You are an emotional being, though.
Say la vie, we can agree to disagree.
I'm
But
not
keep
saying
going.
that emotions have to be like, oh my god,
It's
I
not a
love
bad
him. It could be emotions like,
Let's just say, look, don't say emotional, say passionate. Maybe
That's a
she'll
good
feel
one.
better about it.
That's good.
you got emotions, bitch.
When have you seen me with No, I'm just playing. When have I got overly emotional?
When you raise your voice in that tone that you just use, that's
That's
the emotion.
everybody. That is a communication
Right, everybody
skill.
is emotional.
They
I
need to
would
like
reject
scoot
that.
over, and then she need to lay on the couch. And hell
I don't lay on
yeah,
couch
They need-
therapy.
she need to lay
I
on the
sit
couch.
down at therapy. I don't know who else
That's
has been
such
on
a
that
cliche
couch.
because when I went to therapy, I didn't lay down. Either.
Yeah, I didn't lay down.
sad.
You lay down at therapy?
No, it was figuratively speaking. It was,
Have you gone to therapy?
I've been to therapy before.
Did they make you lay down?
Laid on
I
the
want to do
couch?
No.
therapy. I want to do therapy.
Everybody should.
Is it worth it?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I wanna do
Yes,
therapy.
you gotta find the right therapist.
I think
though.
everybody
I
should
agree
do
with that.
therapy.
Yeah, I agree with that. I want to do that.
That fits you.
Like, I definitely want to do therapy.
You gotta find one. What you over there talking shit about?
You should do therapy.
Yeah, everybody should.
therapy.
Why?
I think everybody needs it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I'm interested to know.
Anyway, what you saying?
I said
Oh,
side dudes and
chicks
side
and
chicks. Married, single. What's y'all views on them? Side dude, side chick. Have you ever been a side dude, side chick?
I have not, and I will.
Not to my knowledge.
I will not tolerate that.
Claire?
Crazy.
No.
He over there laughing.
Yo, I've been laughing at her the whole.
She dead funny.
Not to my knowledge.
She said, but shit be crazy.
Y'all be missing her little.
She's still
her
low-key
little
about
comment.
it.
She been going in the whole episode.
Dog, that's funny, man.
Shit do be
Speaking of my
crazy, not to my
only.
knowledge.
It do
but
be
shit-
crazy, though.
You been a side dude?
Yeah.
How was
Knowingly?
that?
Oh, okay.
Knowingly?
You want to
I
tell
feel
us?
so sorry if I
Can
ever tried to
ask
make
you-
somebody a
just wanna
side
know, 'cause
dude.
I don't agree
I've
with
been
that.
both,
But
so
what
it
made
don't
you
matter.
been a
like
side dude?
be okay with that?
Because
It
it didn't involve any commitment for me.
I don't know what I was thinking.
How old
So
were
at
you?
that time, you wasn't looking for commitment because you did say that you do want to be in a relationship.
Yeah, at the
now,
time.
But at that time,
I mean, did you
At the
benefit
time.
from her, or
Wasn't
was you
looking for
just...
So it was kind of like, oh, I got somebody that I can talk to, or like fuck on, and then just send them about their way. And
We
I'm
was-
content with that.
We was grooving, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
Moving and grooving.
Did you
She
date
was-
it?
Y'all was kind of like her second relationship.
See, don't get me.
nah, but like we even took trips and shit.
Y'all took trips. See,
y'all-
No, that's a second relationship.
No.
That ain't no side nigga.
Yeah.
She taking trips with the side.
I think that I was somebody's side chick, but I didn't realize.
Really?
The way she said it.
Yo, yeah, that's how.
Like, I'm so
Had a
interested in
huge
this. Like, how did you find out though?
How? I didn't realize.
But how? Like,
It-
so then how did you come to realize?
Did you had to call him at a
until it
certain
was like
time?
over. Oh no, hell no,
But
hell no, because I ain't no goofy now.
like, how did you figure it
Hell
out?
no, girl. If I was to break it down. We on camera though.
Nuh-uh.
I don't know who
I
watching.
turned it off.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
We on audio though.
We on audio. Yeah.
I
get it
was
released.
dating somebody that was older than I was. So when somebody is older than you, they're a little bit more advanced to you, so they're probably able to kind of
Manipulate.
yeah. But it was anytime. It wasn't like, oh, I can't call him at this time. I was at his house all the time. XYZ and the third. Now, I guess I shouldn't say a side because he wasn't married to anybody. And technically, if you're not married, you're single to me.
Right.
Yes.
That's what the law says.
Well, yeah. by
You know what
law,
I'm
yeah.
saying? So I just think that he had something else going on with somebody else. But I mean, like, this person was older. We then went to concerts together. Like, and his son is like,
Well, what
my
made
dad-
you suspect that you?
bitch, just when it was over. I'm like, and then I realized, because I'm kind of like tied in, and I kind of realized, like, oh, you guys fucking with. But maybe it was like a break. The whole time,
Yeah.
he was that break for me, but I was done with that person. So I was
Yeah.
like damn near salty because I'm done with this person. So I'm like trying to be serious with you. You know what I mean? And we were just on two different type of times. But I shouldn't say side. It was just kind of like something to do when there's nothing to do.
That's interesting. Anybody else? You ever been a side dude, Claire? I mean,
I've never been a side dude.
chick. My bad.
Something to do when there's nothing to do. You can be those.
No, I don't think so.
There's something to do when there's nothing to do.
Oh, I've been both the side.
Have you been knowingly a side dude though?
But I read
Yeah.
beautiful
I've
benefits.
been a side dude one time, but
knowingly.
it went on like
Knowingly.
we went on we yeah no.
Let me say this. Now that I think about it,
I'm here to
No,
ask
I'm
the
gonna keep it
question.
running. Like I was knowingly the side dude, but I was also
you laughing, but I'm like, now that I think about it,
I was also like in a phase in my life where I ain't give a fuck. Like I didn't respect it like that at the time. I was like
just living life. That's
Yeah.
kind of how I was though too.
yeah.
Like living
like,
day
I was
by
just
day.
living, I'm like, damn, what shit to do with me? You know
And
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
is that your responsibility? No.
Shit, I be traveling, so it'd be
Facts.
easier.
That's a fact.
Like, you ain't always sweating my phone if you got a nigga. I don't even got to worry about you calling me after like 10 o'clock.
you know what?
Can I ask you a question? Valentine's Day.
Valentine's.
What happens on Because Alicia.
That's
like,
your-
no,
that's
yeah,
your man-
the point of
that's
the
your
book,
man
like,
job.
bringing up because I was like exactly
So you
like
ain't
on
Valentine's
Valentine's Day.
Listen, the motherfucker.
I mean, I
I'm telling you
will.
about,
I have before, but that main shit, that's your man
Like
job.
going out to eat.
Yeah, that's your nigga
This
job.
and that. That's what he's supposed to do.
But
Yeah.
so if you don't
Who
know,
eat an MSG?
like if you don't know, and then February the 14th comes around,
With your side dude?
Holidays, all that shit, that ain't the job of a side nigga.
Oh, you'll know.
Unless y'all been really rocking, and then still. Like, that's why I'm the side nigga. Like, that's why you live with this nigga. Because it's his job to come through on Christmas.
I think at one point in life, I was a piece of ass on the side.
You probably was.
But not really on the side. And let me tell you, because it was this dude.
Everybody been a side piece low key.
Because I don't know
Girl,
who
speak
knows
your
what.
truth.
But, like, we went to the same high school. And then, you know, like, we graduated. I didn't see him. And then I got in college and I seen him at a party. And this was like back in the day. I'm like, oh, okay, like you cute or whatever. So at that time, we was like fuck buddies, like literally call you to have sex. And
that don't mean you was a side.
Like I went over there, you was leaving, or I came over there. Like when it's done, it's done.
Looking like
out. But at one point, like, and this was just whenever, like throughout the day, like no matter what time, just whenever. So one time. It was like late at night, and I went to his house, and we did what we did. You know, at that time, you focused on having sex, so you like looking at the person like, all right, come on, like this what we came over here for. I don't need no extra shit.
Right.
We came to have sex. Let's have sex. Get this done over, so I can go home, go back to bed.
Damn.
So after it was done and over with, I looked at the nightstand, and there was something on the nightstand that was like feminine or a woman.
Yeah,
so I got up and I left, and I was like, dude. And this was his baby. So I said, your baby mama lived there with you. I said, don't you ever do that shit to me again. I said, I don't respect shit like that. I said, like you didn't let me know. Like,
he didn't even care.
Okay, we back together or we live together. No matter what the situation is, you fucking with her. Don't call me for that shit.
Why would it have to be a baby mama?
I was under the impression
it couldn't just
that
be
we were both single, but that wasn't the case.
How'd you know it was baby mama though? How you didn't know it was just a chick?
Know it's his baby mama?
Yeah, how you didn't know it was just a regular chick, like just a chick he was messing with?
Whoever. His baby mama, they've been together on and off for a very long time. And after I talked to him, like, okay, even though we used to just have sex, we were still friends. So we would still communicate and we could keep it real with one another. So at that time, he was like, damn. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, I ain't no. I'm like, yeah, dog. Like, I don't do shit like that. Because at the end of the day, if she come up to me and be pissed about it, I'm not going to be like, yeah, and what? I was fucking your nigga. And I'm going to feel a little bad for her because that's embarrassing for her. I've been on the other end of that where a bitch was just like, yeah, I was fucking your nigga. Yeah, he picked me up in your car. That shit hurt.
Damn.
I don't want to
like
be that bitch. Like, I did.
Like, was proud.
Like, this bitch was in my shit and was like, yeah. And bitch, you done dropped him off to my
I ain't gonna lie, that shit lame as fuck.
I'm like, I dropped him off to your house, bitch. What? But yeah, I just told him, I can't do that. I'm like, if you want somebody to fuck when like she gone or when y'all mad, like you gotta find somebody else. That's not me. That's not what I do.
So then we're going to start to wrap it up because I love it, but I know you gotta close.
But again, that was before I was married, so I don't need none of you
put that out there for the
commenting about my shit. That's my past. about my present.
Do people just be out here walking like a mug? Hey, baby, hey.
Brady
Street popping.
They just smiling and waving. So, what have we learned here today, people? Is it better being single or married?
What's the question?
It depends on you.
Is it better being single or married?
I don't think the goal should be to get married, and I don't think that to prove that you love somebody or to prove the value of your relationship that a piece of paper that like legal commitment matters. But like I said about my husband's grandparents, like seeing that, and they died together. You know what I mean? Like they died months apart, like the fucking Notebook.
Wow.
And it like this was within months of me getting married, and I lucked out so much because I really, really like I love my husband so much more now than I did.
Aww.
Like every day I've loved him more, but I lucked into it. I didn't know how hard it was. I didn't know how much societally like the expectations are in a marriage, and like I don't think it should be the measure of how much you love somebody. You know what I mean? Like you can love somebody, you can grow, you can raise children, you can do all this stuff, you can have businesses, and you don't need to get married. But I also feel like because you don't need that, then when people are married and they are married for 40 years, like that, you need that tattooed on your forehead because that is a badge of honor. Can you sit down and talk into the microphone, please?
I feel like it's pros and cons to both, right? I feel like a lot of what we talked about, and such as life, like it's about perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's about experiences, perspective. Obviously, we all different. We all come from different backgrounds. We all gone through different shit. So for me, it's just about perspective. If you feel that you want something, you go for that, and you approach it in the way you know how. You know what I mean? And again, that's different ways. It's different ways to skin the cat, right? Yeah. So I mean, it's just like it's about perspective and experience for me. So it's not bad to be married. It's not good to be married. You know what I'm saying? It's just what do you want? What do you truly want out of life? And what you, Alicia, like there's no judgment. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you choose to be, that's who you are, and you that. Like with no care in the world, and all anybody can do is respect that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's your choice. That's your body. That's how you live your life. But again, on the flip side, if you want to be married, if you want to be married and live that sacred life, then
damn, I'm unsanctity. I'm just playing.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I'm just playing.
But yeah, no, but it's just about perspective. At the end of the day, it's what you want and perspective.
So what else? What else did we learn, kids?
I would just say, going off of that too, if you are a person that's like single and you want to be married one day,
I can't wait to be married.
I think you have to fully know what you want, because like you said, he an entrepreneur. He doing his businesses, right? So you gotta get with somebody who understand, hey, I ain't gonna always be home at 5 o'clock.
Right.
Sometimes I got shit I gotta do, and you gotta be okay with that. But in the same, I think one thing, well, like for me and my husband, one thing why we, like y'all said, one of the cons kind of is like always checking in with each other. I gotta let them know where I'm gonna be. I think the only reason me and my husband do that right now is because we have little kids. Yeah. So we do it because if you gone and I'm gone, who gonna watch the kids? Right. Yeah. But when we, like, if our kids at daycare and we each got something to do, I do it, I'd be like, hey, I'm about to go here. So he could always know where I'm at, just in case something happens.
Right. Safety purpose.
You could be like, she was here at this time.
Right.
And if I move my location, he gonna know I moved because of that. And that's the only reason I asked it for him. It ain't because I'm insecure or I'm like,
or asking for permission.
Blah, 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 or you need my permission. No, on that point is for safety. Okay. If something ever happened, I know where you was at. I could be like, this is where he was if I need to tell somebody that. But I feel like if you ain't got kids, y'all shouldn't be tied down and asking each other for permission to do something. But then again, that's my perspective. Yeah. That's not everybody else's perspective.
Girl, I ain't going back and forth.
So you gotta lay that shit out on the table. In the beginning of a relationship, before y'all even think about marriage, you gotta lay that shit on the table. Hey, this is how I am. How are you? This is what I expect. What do you expect?
And it changes.
You gotta compromise, and when it changes, you gotta have that talk.
Be on the same page.
Right. So I thank y'all. For sliding through, listeners.
For sure.
Make sure y'all keep up with me on Instagram. I'm Alicia and Speak Your Truth Podcast. Make sure y'all tune in next week. Next week, we talking about being gay and black. So tune in next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Tell the listeners bye.
All right, then, fam.
Oh, that was lame.
Bye.
Well, listeners, we'll catch you next week.